Welcome back to Aspire Learning. In this video, I am going to talk about the era of mass nationalism in the context of Indian freedom struggle. Now, according to the Montagu's statement in August 1917, the government announced further constitutional reforms in July 1918, known as Montagu-Chelmsford reforms. According to Montagu-Chelmsford reforms and Government of India Act 1919, a diarchy or rule of two was established. The act provided with that the governor was to be the executive head of the state, and diarchy divided the administration into two, executive and ministry. State subjects were also divided into two lists, reserved and transferred. Reserved subjects were under the purview of the governor and transferred subjects were under the ministry. Reserved subjects included law and order, revenue, finance, etc. And transferred subjects included education, health, local government, industry, agriculture, exercise, etc. Executive councillors were not to be responsible to the legislature, and the Secretary of State and the Governor General could interfere in respect of reserved subjects, while in respect of transferred subjects their interference were restricted. According to the Government of India Act 1919, women were given the right to vote, and no executive government at the center. Governor General was to be the chief executive officer. And in Viceroy's Executive Council, out of 8 members, 3 were Indians. Even after the Government of India Act 1919, the central government was not a responsible government. The Governor General retained full control over the reserved subjects in the provinces, and he could reserve cuts in grants, certify bills rejected by the central legislature, and issue ordinances. The Council of State, which was the upper house, had 5-year tenure, while the Central Legislative Assembly, the lower house, had 3 years. 75% of the budget was not votable. In this context, Subhash Chandra Bose quoted that Government of India Act 1919 forged fresh fetters for the people, while Gandhi said that Montagu-Chelmsford reforms were only a method of further draining India of her wealth and of prolonging her servitude. During this time, Rowlatt Act was passed in March 1919. Every single Indian member of the Central Legislative Assembly opposed it. Rowlatt Act suspended the right of habeas corpus. It allowed the British to jail any protesters without a trial for up to 2 years. Now, Gandhi. After quite a long venture in South Africa, Gandhi returned to India on 9th January 1915. His first civil disobedience movement was at Champaran in 1917. There he was invited by Rajkumar Shukla. Peasants were forced to grow indigo in 3/20 of their land. It was called Tin Kathia system. They were also forced to sell the produce at prices fixed by the Europeans. His first hunger strike was at Ahmedabad. A dispute arose between the mill owners and the workers over discontinuation of plague bonus and wage-related problems. Gandhi asked 35% hike. His first non-cooperation movement was at Kheda Satyagraha in 1918. According to the revenue code, if the yield was less than 1/4 of the normal produce, the farmers were entitled to remission, but the authorities refused to grant remission. During Kheda, Sardar Patel and Indulal Yagnik became Gandhi's followers. While Gandhi's first mass strike was against Rowlatt Act. Rowlatt movement called off by him on April 18, 1919 due to violent atmosphere. All India Khilafat Conference was held in Delhi in November 1919, where Gandhi presided. In September 1920, special session of Indian National Congress approved non-cooperation movement. Nagpur session of INC in December 1920 was very important in the context of Indian national movement. Then, instead of having the attainment of self-government through constitutional means as its goal, the Congress decided to have the attainment of Swaraj through peaceful and legitimate means, thus committing itself to an extra-constitutional mass struggle. Indian National Liberal Foundation was founded by Surendranath Banerjee. A Tilak Swaraj Fund was started to support the boycott movement. Around 1 crore rupees were collected. Prince of Wales visited India in November 1921. The Chauri Chaura incident happened on 5th February 1922, where 22 policemen were killed. After this incident, Gandhi called off the non-cooperation movement. He was arrested in March 1922. In November 1922, Turkey rose under Mustafa Kemal Pasha. It was made a secular state, and by 1924, the caliphate were abolished. After Gandhi's arrest in March 1922, there was disintegration and disorganization among Congress ranks. Two sections emerged inside Congress around this time. They were Swarajists and No Changers. Swarajists wanted to end the boycott of Legislative Council. If the government did not respond, they would obstruct the working of the legislature. C.R. Das, Motilal Nehru, Ajmal Khan were among them. While No Changers opposed council entry, they supported continuation of boycott and cooperation. Sardar Patel, Rajendra Prasad, Chakravarti Rajagopalachari, M.A. Ansari were among them. In 1922, Swarajya Party was formed with C.R. Das as president and Motilal Nehru as one of the secretaries. Gandhi was initially opposed to the Swarajist proposal of council entry, but later he gradually moved towards reconciliation with Swarajists. In November 1923 elections, Swarajists won 42 of 141 elected seats, with clear majority in central provinces. Swarajist party member Vittal Bhai Patel was elected as the Speaker of Central Legislative Assembly in 1925. A noteworthy achievement for them was the defeat of Public Safety Bill in 1928, which was aimed at empowering the government to deport undesirable and subversive foreigners. In the early 1920s, there was a spread of Marxism and socialist ideas. Even within the ranks of Congress, there was a rise of left wing, represented by Nehru and Subhas Bose. These new socialist ideas were critical of both Swarajists and No Changers. In 1920, Communist Party of India was formed in Tashkent by M.N. Roy, Avani Mukherjee and others. In 1924, many communists like Dange, Muzaffar Ahmed, Shaukat Usmani, Nalini Gupta were jailed in Kanpur Bolshevik conspiracy case. in 1925, Indian Communist Conference at Kanpur formalized foundation of CPI. All India Trade Union Congress was founded in 1920. Lajpat Rai was the first president and Dipan Chaman Lal being the first secretary. In 1928, Jawaharlal Nehru presided over the All Bengal Students' Conference. The first May Day was celebrated in India in Madras in 1923. Hindustan Republican Association was founded in October 1924 in Kanpur by Bismil, Jogesh Chandra Chatterjee and Sachindranath Sanyal. It was later renamed as Hindustan Social Republican Association in 1928. HRA was associated with Kakori conspiracy case, which was placed in on 9th August 1925. In this case, Bismil, Asfakullah, Roshan Singh and Rajendra Lahiri were hanged. Indian Statutory Commission was set up in November 1927. It was a 7-member commission headed by Sir John Seaman. Later, this committee was renamed after him as Simon Commission. It came to India in February 3rd, 1928 to study constitutional reforms and to make recommendations. Sher Punjab Lala Lajpat Rai died due to a lathi charge on him on an anti-Simon Commission procession in Lahore in October 1928. Bhagat Singh and Badukeshwar Datta bombed at the Central Legislative Assembly in April 1929 against Public Safety Bill and Trade Disputes Bill. Bhagat Singh, Rajguru and Sukhdev were tried in the Lahore conspiracy case. Jatin Das died on the 64th day of his fast in Lahore jail on September 13, 1929. Chandrasekhar Azad was killed in a police encounter in Allahabad in February 1931, while Bhagat Singh, Sukhdev and Rajguru were hanged on March 23, 1931.